You know what's the difference between someone who simply can't stand you and someone who literally spent the equivalent of 3 months' salary to get your photo, take it to a powerful witch, and specifically request your total destruction at every level of your life? The first person just talks bad about you when you're not present. The second person hates you with intensity that borders on pathological obsession. And when that second type of person decides to attack you with witchcraft using your literal image, something devastating happens. But not to you, to them. And exactly 6 days ago, while you slept peacefully without suspecting absolutely anything, your photo was being stabbed with pins on a dark altar, while a witch repeated your complete name 144 consecutive times. I'm not talking about superstition or made-up story to scare. I'm talking about real spiritual attack operation, calculated, financed, and executed with explicit intention of destroying every aspect of your existence. Want to know who did this? Why that person hated you with such sick intensity? How exactly they got that specific photo they used in the ritual? And what really happened when the spell tried to reach you but encountered protection not even the most experienced witch could have anticipated? Subscribe to this channel right now and activate notification bell, because what I'm about to reveal about who has your photo saved with dark intentions, how exactly that person spent entire weeks stalking every image you uploaded to find the perfect photo with exact energy they needed, and why the spell not only failed but returned with force so brutal there's literally a dead body in this story. And that body definitely isn't you. Is going to completely change your perception about the type of invisible battles you're winning without even knowing they're occurring. And stay until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly what physical signs your body manifested during those 6 days that were direct evidence you were under massive spiritual attack, why your divine protection system worked with efficiency that left even celestial entities impressed, what were the exact symptoms the attacker began manifesting when the spell returned multiplied, and what's the complete truth about your spiritual identity that was confirmed when the spell tried to penetrate your energy field and simply bounced like bullet against war tank. Write 777 in the comments if in the last 10 days you felt unexplained exhaustion, had strange dreams with people you know looking at you with hatred, or perceived sudden sensation of being watched even when you were completely alone. First, you need to understand something fundamental about witchcraft most people don't comprehend. When someone decides to pay real money, get your specific photo, and take it to professional witch, we're not talking about casual resentment or momentary irritation. We're talking about hatred cultivated, fed, and transformed into destructive obsession during months or even years. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. Getting the correct photo isn't easy. Any image won't work. Group photo where you appear in the background doesn't work. Old photo from 10 years ago where you don't even look like the same person doesn't work. For witchcraft with photo to have real power, it needs to be recent image, where you appear alone, where your face is completely visible, where your expression is natural, preferably looking directly at camera, where your energy is completely captured in that specific moment. Why such specific requirements? Because photo isn't just paper with ink. Photo functions as direct energetic bridge between physical dimension and spiritual dimension. It's not representative symbol. It's not mere image. It's literal connection with your essence captured in specific moment of your existence. When experienced witch has your correct photo in their hands, they're not working with idea of who you are. They're working directly with you, with your real energy, with your current vibrational field, with your very existence materialized in image. And the person who did this to you knew exactly that. That's why they spent entire weeks, maybe even months, obsessively reviewing your social media, entering your profile multiple times per day, checking every story you published, downloading every photo you posted, analyzing every image with attention that borders on pathological, searching for that perfect photo, the one where your energy was completely captured, the one where your light was visible, the one that would function as spiritual access key to your existence. Remember that photo you uploaded approximately 2 months ago? The one where you were genuinely smiling. Not forced smile for camera, but real smile that came natural. Where you looked good, radiant even. Where you seemed happy and in deep peace. That photo that received more reactions than normal. That same photo some people commented telling you how radiant you looked, how well you were, how much you'd changed for better. Exactly, that photo. Because that person who hates you wasn't searching for any image of you. Didn't want photo where you were sad or tired. Didn't serve them image where you seemed vulnerable. They searched specifically for photo where your light was visible, where your energy was shining at high frequency, where your essence was captured in moment of real authenticity and genuine joy. And you know why? Because experienced witches know something most ignore. Spells cast against people who are at high frequency have more devastating effect when they work. It's like knocking down someone who's up high. The fall is much more painful. The contrast is much more brutal. The destruction is much more complete. So she specifically searched for photo where you were well, where you were happy, where you were shining, because she wanted your fall to be from as high as possible. And you know what she did after finding that perfect photo? Didn't simply save it on her phone. Didn't take quick screenshot. She downloaded it in maximum available quality, saved it in multiple places not to lose it, and then went to professional printing store. Didn't print at home on common paper. Went to specialized place, ordered printing on high quality photographic paper, in large size, not small. Spent money on it. Money she could have used for anything else. Waited for it to be ready. Returned days later, paid, picked up the envelope like it was treasure and kept that photo like it was precious object. Not to admire you, not to remember you fondly, to destroy you completely. For days, maybe weeks, that photo was kept in that person's wallet, close to them constantly, waiting for right moment, waiting for signal, waiting for a specific date, the which would indicate as ideal for the work. And every time they opened the wallet and saw your image there, felt twisted mix of intense hatred and anticipated satisfaction. Because in the sick and obsessed mind of that person, your destruction was already guaranteed, already inevitable future reality. Just needed to execute the plan. Want to know who this person is? Here comes the part that's going to completely shake your certainties about who's really on your side. It's not declared enemy who obviously hates you and everyone knows. It's not ex who ended badly and was left with visible resentment. It's not direct competitor who sees you as clear threat. It's someone who smiles at you when they meet you. Someone who appears completely normal in every interaction. Someone who maybe even congratulates you for your achievements while internally celebrating every small failure of yours. It's a person who's so close to you they have easy access to detailed information about your life. Who knows your exact routines. Who knows your specific vulnerabilities. Could be that friend who always makes subtly poisoned comments disguised as genuine concern. That family member who never missed opportunity to belittle your achievements while pretending to be joking. That work colleague who fakes perfect collaboration but secretly celebrates every time something goes wrong for you. That acquaintance who's always watching your life with disturbing attention. It's someone who spent a lot of time studying you like you were a research project, analyzing your movements like scientist analyzes experiment, identifying patterns in your behavior, mapping your social network, understanding who matters to you, discovering what makes you happy so they could attack exactly that. And when they finally decided to act, didn't improvise anything, wasn't impulsive decision, was calculated plan executed methodically. First investigated discreetly, asking in specific circles. Wanted to know who was the most powerful witch in the region. Didn't want amateur. Didn't want charlatan. Wanted professional with real reputation. And when they found that specific witch, with dark reputation and terrifying testimonials, scheduled consultation, set date, went to the place, and arrived with your photo hidden in wallet and enough money to pay whatever was necessary. You know how much they spent in total? The equivalent of 3 complete months of minimum wage salary. Read that again. 3 months of complete salary on a single spiritual work. Against you. Let that penetrate deeply. Someone considered destroying you was worth 3 months of hard work. That it was worth financial sacrifice so significant it would affect their life for months. That it was worth serious investment of real resources that could have been used for literally anything else. And what does that say about you? Says your simple existence disturbs so much, shines so much, threatens so much, that person's small dark world, that they literally considered paying a fortune to try to extinguish you was worthwhile investment? When they entered that place for first time, the atmosphere already made absolutely clear it wasn't game. Walls painted dark red, almost black in some points, black and red candles everywhere, some enormous, others small, all lit creating unsettling shadows. Penetrating smell of specific herbs burning, images on walls that provoke regret just from looking, Energy so heavy even completely insensitive person would feel literal weight in chest. The witch received them with expression mixing cold professionalism with morbid curiosity. Eyes that had seen too much. Hands that had done things most can't imagine. Presence emanating dark power accumulated during decades. Didn't ask why they wanted to do this. Didn't question their motives. Real witches aren't spiritual therapists. They're spiritual executors operating in dimensions most prefer to ignore. You pay correct price, they do the work. Simple as that. No judgment, no questioning. She placed your photo on the table, and when the witch really looked at that image, something changed subtly in their expression. For a fraction of a second, seemed to hesitate, as if they'd seen some energetic mark, some protection seal. But money was already on table. They took the photo firmly, observed it for a long moment, and then asked ritual question, "Are you absolutely certain you want to do this? Because once I begin, there's no possible return." And she answered without hesitating, with hatred so visible even the witch was impressed. "Do absolutely everything necessary to completely destroy that person's life. Everything. No restrictions, no limits." The witch nodded slowly, put photo in special drawer, counted money methodically, and said with voice revealing no emotion, "Return exactly in 7 days. The work will be complete. For those who want to go deeper, there's exclusive material in description and pinned comment." But here's what that experienced witch didn't tell her. When you work with photo of someone who has real spiritual protection, the spell doesn't simply fail passively. The spell is detected by defense system, is analyzed in its energetic composition, is identified in its precise origin, maps entire energetic path back to exact source, and then returns, not weakened, but amplified proportionally to intensity of original attack. It's not mystical instant karma, it's immutable spiritual law functioning with mathematical precision. During following 7 complete days, that witch worked on your destruction with dedication almost admirable if it weren't completely dark. Every night without failing a single one, at exactly 3 in the morning, hour considered most powerful for dark works, lit black candles in specific configuration, placed your photo in exact center of meticulously prepared altar, and began ritual process lasting approximately 2 hours each night. On first night, stuck 7 pins in specific points of your image. Each pin inserted slowly, intentionally, while reciting words and languages that shouldn't be pronounced. First pin stuck directly in your forehead. Severe mental confusion, inability to make correct decisions. Second pin in your heart. Devastating emotional suffering, betrayals, absolute loneliness. Third and fourth pins in your hands. Catastrophic financial loss, failing projects. Fifth and sixth pins in your feet. Complete paralysis, impossibility to advance. Seventh pin exactly where your name would be energetically. Direct attack on your essential identity. On second night, intensify the work. Added specific herbs burning around your photo. Herbs known for breaking protections. Herbs used to destroy mental peace. Dense smoke enveloped your image while they repeated your complete name 144 consecutive times. On third night, incorporated personal elements she had obtained. Probably something that had touched your energy. Maybe napkin you used. Maybe paper you touched. Something small maintaining energetic residue. On fourth night, the witch made deeper invocations, called darker entities. Promised offerings in exchange for guarantee the work would function with maximum effectiveness. On fifth night, added specific liquids over your photo. Liquids that according to dark traditions amplify destruction power. On sixth night, performed preliminary sealing ritual. Was moment to guarantee all spells consolidated into single force. And on seventh night, did complete activation ritual. The ritual that would transform all accumulated spells into active force that would travel through dimensions to reach you. They specifically asked you to lose your job in humiliating way. That your health deteriorate without diagnosis. That your relationships destroy through misunderstandings. That your money disappear through unexpected expenses. That your peace be annihilated through paralyzing anxiety. That everything you touched transform into failure. That you sleep but never rest. That you eat but not be nourished. That you live but not feel life. Was complete curse designed to transform your existence into personal hell. And during those 7 intense days, what exactly were you feeling? Here comes the part where everything begins to make perfect sense. Remember that strange week that began exactly 6 days ago? The one where you felt inexplicably tired even after sleeping 8 complete hours. Where your mind seemed confused without reason, like it was wrapped in fog. Where small things irritated you much more than normal. Where you felt literal physical weight in chest. Where your dreams were stranger than usual. Where you felt that unsettling sensation of being watched even when you were alone. Wasn't common stress. Wasn't normal physical tiredness. Was your spiritual defense system detecting massive attack and responding with everything. Because here's what you need to understand deeply. Real divine protection isn't passive shield. It's active, intelligent, conscious system that identifies threats in real time, analyzes their specific nature, determines danger level, and responds proportionally. When that witch launched first spell against you, your protection didn't simply block it passively. Your system intercepted it actively, examined it completely, identified its exact origin, mapped entire complete chain from altar to person who paid, and began bounce process. But your physical body felt that intense process, felt invisible battle, felt enormously intense work your spiritual system was doing to keep you protected. That's why deep exhaustion, that's why mental confusion, that's why weight in chest wasn't your weakness. Was war being won in your favor without you needing to fire a single conscious shot. And on 7th night, when the witch did massive final ritual, when launched with all their force the most powerful spiritual attack they knew how to do, something happened they didn't expect. The spell was launched with maximum force, left altar like energetic projectile, traveled through dimensions, approached your energy field, and then in fraction of second, bounced completely, not softly, instantly and violently like bullet against titanium. The witch felt impact physically, sudden pain in chest, difficulty breathing, sensation something had gone extremely wrong. Experienced witches know how to recognize when work fails, and this didn't just fail, exploded, disintegrated, and worse, was returning with all amplified force. They desperately tried to do emergency protection, lit white candles with trembling hands, recited defense prayers, did all blocking rituals they'd learned, but was too late. Spell was returning multiplied by 7, and when spell like this returns doesn't discriminate, hits everyone involved, the witch who did it, and person who paid for it. That woman received call 3 days later, was the witch, but their voice sounded completely different. Weak, scared, urgent. "I need you to come here immediately," they said. Something went very wrong. When she arrived, found witch visibly sick, had lost noticeable weight, had deep dark circles, pale skin, trembled slightly, seemed to have aged 10 years and 10 days. "The person you asked me to attack," they began with raspy voice, "has protection I've never seen in 30 years doing this. Protection that doesn't just block, protection that counterattacks. The work not only failed, returned multiplied, and it's destroying everything." She laughed nervously. "You're exaggerating. It's just a common person." The witch looked at her with expression mixing fear and rage. "Common person? Common person doesn't make spells explode. Common person doesn't have protection on autopilot. Common person doesn't have guardians that counterattack. That person isn't common, is protected at extremely rare level." "Then do something," she demanded. "I paid you a fortune." "There's no money you could pay me to continue," the witch responded. "I'm trying just to survive the bounce, and you should be doing the same." But she didn't listen. Furious for having spent 3 months' salary without result, decided to search for second witch, more powerful, with darker reputation. Found second witch, more expensive, told them whole story, showed your photo again, offered to pay double. The second witch looked at photo, looked at her, and said something that should have made her desist. "If first work failed so spectacularly, there's serious reason. Souls protected at that level shouldn't be attacked. But if you insist, I can try. But I don't guarantee your safety." And she, blinded by obsessive hatred, insisted. Second witch did even stronger work. Used darker magic. Invoked entities considered extremely dangerous. Dedicated entire complete nights. And launched spell that theoretically should penetrate any protection. That second spell lasted exactly 3 hours before returning. And when it returned, second witch had sudden heart attack. Survived, but completely abandoned practice, terrified. And the woman? Here comes the part that answers the title and closes the circle. Exactly 5 days later, she began to feel strange physical symptoms. constant headache not responding to medications, persistent nausea without cause, progressive weakness, went to doctor, did exams, found something that shouldn't be there. Doctors didn't understand. Weeks ago was perfectly healthy. Now there was serious complication that emerged from nowhere. Started emergency treatment, but was like her body was systematically shutting down. 1 week later, she was hospitalized. 2 weeks later, in critical state with multiple organs failing. 3 weeks later, deceased. Official cause, multiple organ failure of unknown origin. No disease history, no risk factors, no medical explanation. Family was in shock. Friends didn't comprehend. But First Witch, when they knew, just nodded. Because they knew exactly what had happened. The spell had returned with force so brutal it literally drained her life force day after day. Wasn't spectacular divine punishment. Was precise spiritual consequence. Negative energy sent with destruction intention returns multiplied when encounters superior protection. And you? You continued your life normally. Maybe don't even know all that happened. But your soul knows. Your spirit registered every attempt. Your protection system neutralized everything without you needing to move a finger. Because here's final truth. You're not common person who got lucky to escape. Your soul with divine protection so solid it functions automatically even when you're not paying attention. And you know why you have that level of protection? Because before incarnating, when you were in higher dimensions with complete memory, you volunteered for a specific mission. Agreed to come to this planet to be light amid darkness, to shine where others extinguish. And celestial forces that authorized your mission guaranteed you'd have necessary protection to complete it. Not because you're special in superiority sense, but because you carry spiritual responsibility requiring you survive inevitable attacks. People who shine are always attacked. Always. It's not question of if you'll be attacked. It's question of when. And when those attacks come, your protection doesn't just defend you. Counterattacks so effectively that who attacked you serves as warning. It's not revenge. It's cosmic justice functioning with precision, leaving no margin for error. And now, knowing all that, maybe you'll understand why your life has been difficult but never impossible. Why you faced situations that should have destroyed you, but only strengthened you. Why people who tried to annihilate you ended up destroying themselves. It's not luck. It's your real nature operating exactly as it was designed. Your incarnated celestial warrior. And when celestial warriors are attacked, who attacks doesn't face vulnerable human. Faces divine force responding proportionally. So chosen one, now you know complete truth. It's not that someone tried to do witchcraft on you and casually failed. It's that someone hated you so much they spent fortune, got your photo, took it to 2 different witches, and both works not only failed but returned with force so devastating there's literally a dead body. And that body definitely isn't you. It's the person who didn't understand who they were dealing with, who confused your kindness with weakness, your silence with ignorance, your peace with vulnerability. She attacked expecting to destroy you, but only confirmed what higher dimensions already knew. You cannot be touched. You cannot be brought down. You cannot be annihilated. Because you're not just human surviving. You're celestial consciousness operating under protection, functioning without failing. And anyone trying to attack you doesn't face just you. Faces entire divine defense system activated when you accepted to incarnate here. Your photo can be in hands of most powerful witch on planet. They can do darkest rituals that exist, can invoke most dangerous entities, but nothing penetrates protection not coming from this world. For those who reached here and want to deepen in this knowledge about how automatic divine protection works and amplify connection with your true nature, there's specific material costing less than a pizza and comes with complete audiobook and 5-minute meditation guide as special bonus. If you feel you deserve to completely understand protection system that neutralized witchcraft before reaching you, access is in description link and pinned comment. If you recognize someone has your photo and possibly is trying to use it against you, but now know you're completely protected, write 777 in comments to amplify that frequency of unbreakable divine protection. Subscribe to this channel and activate all notifications to receive more revelations about how your spiritual protection operates at levels transcending human comprehension. Share this video with someone who also feels they're under spiritual attack, because might be another celestial warrior needing to remember divine protection doesn't ask permission to function. And before you leave, click on video appearing on your screen right now to discover how your simple existence is bringing down dark empires without you needing to fire a single conscious shot. Together, we are stronger.